friends, and welcome back to my channel, Our Countryish Acre. For those of you that are new around here, my name is Rachel and I'm a gardener that lives in Western Pennsylvania. And just for reference, we live in growing zone 6A. Now, today I thought I would take you along on the start of a flower journey that I am really excited about this year. So we will be pre-sprouting my first succession of ranunculus and anemone corms. So I am choosing to do 2 successions this year to hopefully extend the harvest season window a little bit more than just doing all of them all at once. So the first succession is going to be sown today, mid-January, and then the second succession I will do probably sometime at the beginning of February. And we're going to follow the same steps for both, but 2 successions. Before we jump in, I thought it would be important to share, and I shared this in an earlier video too. This will be my 3rd time growing ranunculus. The first 2 times I was unsuccessful simply because I didn't do what I needed to do. I didn't take care of them in the right way. The first time I let the corms get moldy during the pre-sprout stage, and then the second time they actually grew. I just never actually planted them out at the right time because I was in the thick of starting all of my other seeds and I just got overwhelmed and forgot about them. So this year I'm committed to doing what I need to do to grow them. I keep seeing everyone else's like handfuls of bouquets, and I'm a little bit envious of that. So this year I'm committed to doing what I need to do to get those blooms. And 3rd time's the charm, right? So when your corms arrive, they are going to look very bizarre. Not so much the anemone corms. To me, they just kind of look like acorns. But the ranunculus corms, they look like dried up octopus claw things. They're just very odd. But what you're going to want to do is put them in a bowl and then add some warm water to cover them, and then let them sit there for about 3 to 4 hours. Don't let them go any longer than 4 hours. Mine have been sitting here for about 3 hours, so they look nice and plump, they're hydrated, and they're ready for the next step. Now that the corms are sufficiently plump and hydrated, I have some slightly moist potting mix. I did a little bit less wet than I would do for my normal seed starting, just because I am trying to avoid them getting moldy before they sprout. But I'm just going to fill this up probably about halfway. Maybe slightly less than halfway. And then I am going to take my ranunculus, make sure my label's in there. And then when you plant these, you want to make sure that the claw part is facing down because everything is going to sprout from up here. How many? I have 5 each. Okay. So I'm going to plant them like this so they have enough space. Okay. And then I'm going to cover them up so they've got enough soil over them. Okay, so the ranunculus are all nicely potted up, so are the anemones. So the next thing I'm going to do is just put them on the wire rack behind me. I'm not going to set them on the heat mat, but they will be under grow lights. So I'm just gonna let them sit there and do their thing, and then hopefully within like 10 to 14 days, I can kind of look at them and see if we have any signs of roots developing or growth. And then from there, we will kind of move on to the next steps. So if you are interested in kind of seeing this process and following along with me, then I encourage you to subscribe so you don't miss a video. And if you have any tips and tricks for me, if you are a seasoned ranunculus grower, I'd love to hear in the comments below. Like I said, third time's the charm, so any direction you can give, I would greatly appreciate. But I thank you for joining me, friends, and until next time.